And yeah, a buddy of mine, I was like, hey man, our band's called Revival of the Fellows. Can you make us like a logo? And he made the RF thing you see on his shirt. Over there. And after our first gig, hello everyone,
And welcome to
after the set
with
Running from.
Oh man, we'll work on it, Kate. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. We have a cool episode today, so we actually have Elizabeth Davis in to interview us today. And so we're super excited to finally not be the ones asking all the questions. We finally actually get to answer stuff.
Hey guys, thank y'all so much for having me. I'm really excited.
Yeah,
Not really
for
nervous
sure.
anymore.
No, we are too.
But
Yeah, so this is our 6th episode of the podcast. We got Elizabeth hopping on here. So I'm going to let you take it over from here, and we'll do our best to answer all your questions.
okay, cool. Well, first, generally, I just want to talk about y'all. I mean, this is kind of already about y'all, but I want to go a little bit deeper and kind of about, besides being rock stars on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
What about y'all's daily lives? Like, what about school? What do y'all do?
Yeah, so pretty much nothing else. I don't like
Yeah,
anything
we
else.
kind of just like listen to music all day.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty much. All right, next question.
yeah, we're pretty boring outside of this. I mean, I'm an engineering student at LSU for now until they kick me out, and then like a tennis coach on the side, I guess.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Me and Cole both tennis coaches on the side. So I mean, that's pretty much my day consists of going to school, coming home, doing music when I can. Usually do more music than school, but
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. But I'll come home and do whatever music we got to do for the day because there's all kind of stuff we have to do every day. I mean, between Instagram stories and scheduling podcasts and actually writing music,
And gigging when that actually is happening
gigging,
too.
promoting the music, practicing, it's a lot like to take on. So with everything, I just try and knock out whatever I need to do for the day and then move on from there. Whether I got to go to work or whatever.
Oh, nice. So are all of y'all students or have some of y'all graduated?
I just graduated and Cade just graduated
Oh,
in
cool.
May. I graduated in business, but Cade graduated in
Civil engineering. Still looking for a job on that, but that's how it goes.
it do be like that.
Yeah, have y'all actually graduated yet, or is it just the?
Yeah, we graduated. Yeah, like we didn't have a
Okay.
ceremony or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all got
That's what I was
robbed.
wondering.
Yeah.
That's rough.
But yeah, I'm working for my dad's insurance company right now. That's kind of where I am right now. But yeah.
The last thing that happened to me is I got my diploma in the mail, and they said, "Okay, y'all done."
Yeah,
bye."
Oh, nice.
see ya. Your name's
for
for Tiger
coming
Stadium.
here.
you know.
Perfect.
They sent y'all a little magazine too. That was cute.
Yeah. Diploma in the mail.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'll graduate in the fall, so I'm right behind them. I'm
Nice.
coming. So
And
hopefully
what are
PT
you-
school after
What are you
that.
majoring in?
Kinesiology. So hopefully I'm going to go to
sounds
physical
fun.
therapy.
We got a
school.
doctor,
Yeah.
a couple engineers, and a businessman.
Oh man.
Quite
I'm
a group.
supposed to graduate in like 2 years ish, maybe like a year and a half, but we'll see. It may turn into like 6-7 years, something like
It
that.
happens.
Yeah.
You know what? That's okay. Just
I mean,
embrace it.
I was telling somebody yesterday. I mean, if we go on tour or something like that,
Yeah,
just
out
gotta
of here.
see.
Okay, I have such a random question, and I probably should have asked this earlier. What's the deal with the Crocs?
Okay,
Uh-oh.
What's the deal?
the Crocs. Where did the Crocs begin?
You
So
bought,
you bought a pair.
of Crocs.
Yeah, I
remember
bought
you
a pair
came-
of Crocs, and all y'all made fun of me.
Oh, I made
Yeah,
hardcore fun of
That's
you.
what it
No.
was.
You never do
I
such a
remember
thing.
you came back
All right,
here like,
so-
I've made a move.
Listen, I wanted some fishing shoes, dude. I didn't have any fishing shoes, and I don't like flip flops. They rub my toes. I don't like them. So I went out. I bought me a pair of Crocs because I thought they were freaking cool, and so I bought them. And honestly, I don't know why you wouldn't want a pair of Crocs because it's so multifunctional and such a integral part of my daily life. I wear them to work, grocery store, play tennis in them, do whatever I want. You can do a kayak in them,
Yeah,
fish in
I did
them.
that this morning, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm really working on right now my Croc tan, but that's another story.
Oh man, they have such a multi-purpose use. It's
It is.
great.
It's
You have
a perfect
athletic
shoe.
mode
Really-
and they have casual mode.
Yeah.
Really an insane shoe.
Yeah, basically we just started making fun of Eric, but then they actually caught on at one point. Like they started being like
Yeah, you want to know why?
legit on Instagram and stuff like that. I guess
I
Eric
started
started.
that.
Just a
So-
trendsetter.
We decided that we wanted to be sponsored by this new Profound shoe, the Croc. And so yeah, here we are. We all have Crocs now, and we rock them on the daily.
Yeah,
We do rep the Crocs on the
I
daily.
don't know if you saw our cover page or whatever cover art for the
Yes,
song.
I did.
Yeah, Crocs. We were repping them.
Yeah, Taylor told me this morning, she was like, you need to bring Crocs. Take mine. I was like, oh, okay.
I like
We're
that.
a Croc punk band.
Oh, that was hilarious. The guy from Neutral Snap like replayed our story from our song, and he was like Croc punk. And that's probably my favorite thing I've heard in a long time.
That was good. That was good stuff.
We just want free Crocs from Crocs, so you know.
I mean, we do,
doesn't?
but we also want to rep our brand. So
That's good.
that's where the Crocs came from.
I want
Right.
a running from little Croc. What do they call them? Gibbet. I want a running from Croc Gibbet.
That'd be cool.
That's the next phase.
Yeah, we're just really stupid. That's our
Oh,
answer.
don't say that. Well, kind of going back from earlier, how y'all are such a diverse group. You know, y'all are all kind of in different degrees and whatnot. Kind of tell me about how y'all kind of came together, like what y'all offer into Running From. Because, I mean, y'all are all super talented. Like,
Just kidding.
Man,
Just
no,
kidding.
you're saying
The rest of us could pretty much quit.
yeah.
well, tell me about what roles that y'all do within the band and like what y'all bring to the band itself.
Okay. Well,
Eric's our music, like electronic music producer, pretty much.
yeah,
He does
kind of.
all of
I've
the.
taken on that role recently.
Yeah, you're really the only one who knows how to work like the music software side and
So
stuff.
I'm not over you. I actually didn't though. We had another producer do that because I
Okay.
didn't. I just recently learned how to work all the audio stuff, and I started kind of grinding during Corona to learn all this stuff and learn how music production's actually done. Before, usually what happens is me and Blake will sit down and write. We're kind of the main lyric and music writers. Kate's doing all
the drum writer.
Yeah,
yes.
he's the drum. He does the drum parts and also just consults and tells us gives us different ideas on the music. Because we'll bring. I mean, obviously we bring him in when we have something a little more complete. And we bring it to Cade and let him, put his thoughts on it, and we'll switch it up from there. So I'll do that, and then other than that, I mean, that's most of it. I was handling like all the getting gigs and managing everything, like trying to get the Instagram up and everything. But since then, I've delegated a little bit because I took on too much. So we have another girl that's helping us manage now named Abby, who's recently started helping us do all the scheduling and everything. And then Blake does the Instagram
Yeah.
along with Abby now.
Yeah. And I also play guitar. There's that. Eric's the vocalist.
Oh yeah, I guess I should have said that. yeah. I'm the singer, and then I play a little bit of rhythm guitar too.
I do a
and
little
some-
bit of
and some-
background
and some
vocals
piano.
now.
Yes.
Kind of branching out a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, we might get Kate on a little background vocals at some
Working
point
on
too.
it.
We're going
Working
to.
on it.
Yeah, Kate's gonna be back
Cole's
there.
over here just laying down sick, funky bass tracks.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I do our bass stuff and all of our like video editing for the pod. And
True.
stuff.
Yeah,
And
that's
so,
Okay.
the other thing he.
We are
picked
quite
up.
the team.
yeah, we divide and conquer.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it, dude.
Nice. A lot of just great talents that y'all have. Like, honestly, y'all are such a talented group. Like, I'm really
you.
excited to be here.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
really
Thank
awesome.
No, we're excited to have you here.
This is fun.
So, continuing like going into, Running From, I want to know, where did Running From get its beginning? How long have y'all been playing together? Like,
right,
where
so
did these
I
ideas
know
come
where we're
from?
going to start this. So
Okay.
you and me went to see U2 in 2017. Do you remember that in the Superdome?
Oh, Party of the Young Fellows.
So we're waiting for U2 to come on stage, and while we're waiting, like on the screen on the stage, they have like poems going
like
on the screen.
all of these different like phrases and poems
Right.
and stuff. It was really artistic. It was really
and we just started going like, oh, that'd be a cool band name, like this just
cool.
random
We
phrase.
started talking about band names.
And one of the phrases was Revival of the Fellows.
no, it was Party of the Young Fellows.
Party of the, yeah, that's right. Party
That's
of the
what-
Young Fellows. And we're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Kind of like, I like
We
the
landed on it. We
Fellows.
stuck on that one. We wanted
Yeah.
to name the band Party of the Young
So
Fellows.
I wasn't
flash
either.
forward a little bit. I got a new guitar and some good equipment for guitar and stuff like that. Eric got a drum set, and we would start jamming at his house together, just kind of playing like cover songs that we knew, like grew up on. And
Well, we've been playing way before that though.
yeah, we played like at churches and stuff like that.
Me and Blake have been playing music together for many, many years.
Yeah,
Probably
but
10
at that
years.
point, we were playing like just not just church music. We were playing stuff you would hear on the radio and stuff that we just listened to on
Right.
Guitar Hero.
When I bought the drum set.
Guitar Hero was a big move.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so we were like, you know what? We have this stuff. Like, I think we can actually start a band now. Like, we know some people who can play with us. Our
It's
buddy
something we've
Chris
been
and-
wanting to do for like years.
Yeah.
Because it used to, like he said, it used to be just me and Blake kind of jamming together. And whether it was in his house, in his bedroom, and I was on electric drum set and he was playing guitar, or after I bought the actual drum set, we would sit in my living room and just play. We never really had like the personnel to actually make a band because it was just us two. That's when we found Mark and Chris as the
and
original
Cade,
guys.
but Cade wasn't in at the time.
Yeah, Cade wasn't here at the time. But we had these other two guys that we would play, and so we finally had like the people to start. And so we continued forward. We had a logo made.
But Revival of the Fellows was just kind of like, we changed up Party of the Fellows just a little bit.
Yeah, we named it Revival of
Because
the Fellows.
I guess we thought that sounded cooler at the
I don't
time.
know, dude. I don't know where that came from.
And yeah, a buddy of mine, I was like, hey man, our band's called Revival of the Fellows. Can you make us like a logo? And he made the RF thing that you see on his shirt. You're like over there. And after our first gig, January of 2018 at Phil Brady's, nobody could get our name right.
No, they kept fumbling it up.
They
were
would just mess it up, and it was just not working. And then we're like, I don't know if this name really.
It's like too long, and like they would only put like part of it up on like the board. They
Yeah.
couldn't fit the whole name up there.
And
so-
it didn't really fit our vibe. We were kind of rocky.
Yeah, it sounded like a folk band.
Yeah, it was kind of folky. We're like, maybe
I was
this.
in the folk phase back then too.
That wasn't really like maybe the name we wanted. So the problem was
yeah.
we had made this logo up already, and we didn't want to. And we had paid for it. We didn't want to have to make a new logo with a new name. So we wanted to keep the logo that we bought. And so for a few days, we just started going, what's something we could do with the RF?
RF
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So we had Rahita Fajita.
Rita
Best name.
That's what we got.
Retaking Physics was one.
That's a terrible name. That's such a stupid name.
That was stupid. But eventually we settled on Running From because it was just, we thought, it's kind of cool, kind of rocky.
Well,
It's
and
kinda,
you know what the guy talked about on the radio yesterday too was pretty cool. It's like he was mentioning the bio, and that is a pretty good explanation of what Running From is. Is like I wrote in that bio that it was basically trying to like get away from everything we have to do every day because none of us
Yeah.
actually, you know, we're all musicians and we want to play music all the time and stuff. We don't want to do work or anything like that. And so Running From was kind of about being able to get outside of like what you normally have to do and everything that kind of bogs you down through the day and being able to. It's kind of just about going for your dreams and just doing what you want to do. So that's kind of what it means to us.
Yeah. And you know what? I love that description. I love it so much. Whenever I heard that on the radio, which we're actually about to talk about, whenever my friend was saying that, oh my gosh, I was just listening to that and I was like, you know what? That's what it's all about.
I was laughing so
That's what it's
hard,
all
dude.
about, though. It touched me. Like, I loved that. I thought that was
Really?
the best description
I wrote
I've
that in,
ever
like,
heard.
I wrote that in like 3 minutes.
Oh.
But it really did.
Well, you know what? I
you knew what to
applaud.
say because it had been a
Because
thing
it was
for
a
so
feeling.
long. Yeah.
It was a feeling, and I wrote
You know
it.
what?
Yeah.
However much I love Rita Frida.
Rahita
Rahita
Fajita.
Fajita.
Oh, love that. But you know what? I love Running From. I love the meaning behind it, and I love that story. It's a
Yeah.
really great
Yeah.
story.
Our producer, one of our producers, John, he was like booking hard for Rahita Fajita. We let him know.
was.
I'm glad we
He
didn't
was
settle for
pushing.
that, to be honest.
Oh man! But you know what? Speaking of, the radio, you
Yeah.
guys, y'all's new song was played on KBYS of McNeese Radio
Which
yesterday.
was a milestone for
Yeah,
us.
it was
Yeah.
awesome.
It's really
Tell
cool.
me
It's so
about
cool.
that. Like, how was that?
I just got a text from Kay saying, "Hey, we're
Yeah.
about to be on the radio
In, like, 2 minutes.
Here's the
Like,
link. Yeah, here's the link." I was like, "No way!" And so that was huge. It was awesome to hear it like on the radio for
Yeah,
the first
it
time.
sounded
We've been-
just so
We've been
good.
wanting to do that for like literally years. We've been wanting a
Well,
song
I
on
mean,
the radio.
when you get into music, like, it's not so much a thing anymore as it used to be. Being on the radio, because being on the radio used to be like you made it, like you're,
It used to be
you're on
everything,
radio,
yeah,
like,
like
you know what I
that
mean.
was-
But it's so accessible now, and you can get your music out in so many different ways. But it's still such a cool feeling because everybody when they get into it, the general like saying is I want my music on the radio, and so that was just the coolest part about it to me. It was kind of everything we've been working for God knows how long we've been working on trying
more
to get our music
symbolic
out.
really than anything.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, we've been trying to get our music out for so long.
Years.
Yeah.
Years, yeah. And we never, it either wasn't the right song, we didn't get the right recording. It's just like the feeling wasn't there. And so when we dropped this song, this was the one that I really felt like was like, this was right. This was the
Yeah.
first song that we were supposed to drop. You know what I mean?
yeah.
There was so many songs we had before this. Because, I mean, we've written hundreds of songs, but
hundreds.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Between all the little snippets we've come up with and just thrown
sure.
out and everything, I mean, I'm calling that a song. You know,
Okay.
this was the one that I really felt like is best identifies us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We really like came together on it
Yeah.
more than any other
Yeah.
song for sure.
That is true. Yeah, the feeling of this one was just always there.
We were just all ready to have like our first real complete song, and this is
Right.
is that
well,
song.
and the recording was good. The song is good. I mean, everything just kind of aligned for us with this one.
That's great. And the great thing about Walter playing that on his show yesterday is his audience is those older generation. So you have those people that have been listening to like the Killers, Foo Fighters, Blink 182, like for such a portion of their lives. And that's the genre that y'all's music is. And so you're gonna have people calling back and saying, hey, what was that song that you played the other day? And you're gonna get more requests.
Yeah,
and
that
then
would be so cool.
more shows are gonna pick it up and start playing it. And so that's just really exciting for y'all.
It would be. I mean, that'd be super cool if that actually.
Oh, I'm 100%. That's what's gonna happen. So, 'cause I have another
100%,
friend.
like those
Because you know what, my friend Julia, she's about to start her own radio show,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's all about local artists. So I'm gonna make sure that she plays y'all's show. We got y'all.
Dude, let's
Oh,
go.
you're
Right,
excited,
dude,
dude.
right
Yeah.
now, phone's about to
Awesome.
be everywhere.
we're gonna get out to
Full
Lake Charles and do some shows out there when everything comes
Yes.
up.
I'm ready.
Yeah, seriously.
We're gonna get some interviews.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
get
And
those.
whenever you want, dude, come through. We're always ready.
Nice. Okay, so little fun question that I have for y'all, and I'm actually really curious. I want to talk about y'all's crazy experiences as a band, because you know you've got to have those. Like you have, if you're a band, there's bound to be something.
We had people rush the
crazy.
stage one time.
Oh,
Yeah, a Dead Poet. We
I
had
wouldn't
people.
say they rushed it.
Well, okay.
They more inserted themselves onto the stage. That was just some white girls though. They do their thing.
It was.
I think
they were having.
my favorite experience was our last gig before Corona really shut stuff down. Was that Dead Poet and
That girl.
the very intoxicated girl came up and
The girl was so mean, dude.
yeah, she was mean and she got mad at me because she asked me to play Rascal Flatts for her, but I was like, I don't know any Rascal Flatts
Well,
songs.
and she was playing us this bun music, dude,
Yeah,
from somebody like
but-
I don't know. It's
Basically, she was not sober, basically, and she went up and took my set list that was under my mic stand and ripped it up in front of my face.
yeah.
Right,
so-
like 5 minutes before we start playing. Like we were about to start playing any second. So like, oh crap, I don't know what songs you're playing
I
now.
was like walking out of the bathroom and Blake was like, dude, this girl just ripped up my set list. And I was like, who? And he pointed her out and I was like, I got really mad. I didn't get that mad, but I was more just like, screw you. Like,
we had to show her.
yeah, I cursed
we
her
were
out
upset.
and then we moved up onto the stage. But
moved on.
But luckily, Eric came in clutch with an extra copy of the
oh,
set list.
good.
oh yeah,
yeah, the
the,
preparation
the
game.
engineer way always to bring
That is the
backups.
engineer way. That's how we stick to things. We don't like to get caught off guard. That's why I always keep duct tape.
Oh man.
Yeah. Craziest experience. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I don't know. I feel like
We've had multiple people just
We also
yell
had
at us.
that one guy who desperately wanted to come up and sing
Yeah.
a song. Well, his buddies wanted him to
that
desperately
video
come
we
up.
took of that guy sing that country song.
Yeah, he
with
actually
us.
wasn't bad.
So we played Tennessee Whiskey, or me and Cade
Mm-hmm.
played an acoustic version with Eric at the Revelry a couple months back. And
Mm-hmm.
we played Tennessee Whiskey, and it's just a couple chords, the whole song. It doesn't change.
Same beat.
Yeah. And this guy comes up and says, hey, man, I want to play. What song was that?
It was like
I don't
Nothing
know.
Wrong by some country guy.
Yeah.
yeah, but it was the same exact chord
But it was,
progression
yeah,
as
he
Tennessee
played us a
Whiskey.
song in our
like-
ears, and
like the
we were like,
same
this is the
song.
same freaking song, dude. So I just kept playing those chords. I didn't change. I sat there for 10
Well,
minutes playing the same
listened to
chords.
it. The guy was like trying to show me the song or whatever, and he was like stumbling around, just like show me the song, like listen to it, bro. And so I
Yeah.
started listening to it, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is the same thing as Tennessee Whiskey. And I was like, hey Blake, just keep playing Tennessee Whiskey. And he was like, what? And I was like, no, it's the same chords. Just keep going. So Blake keeps going. And the dude just gets up there and started singing. He was pretty good.
He was good. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I was
wasn't bad.
I
surprised.
don't know.
Great.
Most of our crazy stories are just people yelling at us because
Oh well.
Yeah. You know.
we just have people that come up and just scream.
Because we play at
Free
bars,
bird.
and people at bars are not sober, and it's just, they like to yell.
Yeah, they do.
They do
They
like
like
that.
to get rowdy.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I mean, we don't really have any that many crazy
Yeah.
stories.
Nobody tried to punch us, I don't
Of
think.
the
Oh, well,
band,
that's
we don't have
good.
crazy stories. At least as a group, we've
Yeah.
done a thing or two.
Anything you want to share?
You got up on stage
On the
with
spot.
Pants Party last
Oh,
time.
yeah,
we
you
no,
were
did.
that was
out
pretty fun. Yeah, yeah. It's mostly just us
goofing around. Yeah.
Oh man. That's fun though. I think everybody has to have a little bit of a crazy experience
Yeah.
I just you just have to.
It's nothing like
Yeah.
mind-boggling that we've
Yeah.
done or anything
Yeah.
like that. But
That's okay,
We
though.
have a good time. I mean, we always have a good time together. So that's
Okay.
that's mainly how we've been able to stick together so strong. Because I feel like I don't know. I feel like our dynamic's a lot stronger than a lot of bands are too. Like we're a lot closer of friends than I feel
Yeah.
like, because we were all friends before we started this band. It's not
Right.
like we started a band and then started hitting up people and like, yo, do you want to join my band? Like I feel like that's what kind of brings about these like dynamics of bands breaking up and stuff. It's just like it's just a bunch of random people together. But we've all been friends for so long to where it was an easy trend. Like it was easy to do. So when we hang out, it's pretty much always just a crazy time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always fun. I can't imagine bands that like tour like with people
that'd
that
be
I
awful.
barely know. Like,
Yeah.
you know, a guy for a few months, you're about to sit in a bus with him.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, no.
For hours on end.
yeah, for a long time.
I think we'd be all right in the band.
Yeah,
in the
we'd be
van.
cool.
Yeah,
touring the,
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'd
Road
share
trip.
Yeah. I'd share a van with y'all.
I mean, when you get in these like enclosed spaces with these people and do music, which people are very passionate about their music. So if you
Yeah.
do something somebody else doesn't like and you're not good
Yeah.
at resolving
Yeah.
conflict,
There's
And,
always
like,
egos and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
and there's a place where like you're artistically disagreeing and probably outside of the art disagreeing too on like the dude's socks always smell bad and stuff that he always
on,
just
man.
something. But I mean we've been together for so long that when something goes wrong we're just like, hey, stop, don't do that, or hey, I don't like how that sounds, and I just go okay, and we change it. So.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
That's about it. Just being
I mean,
around
I
each other
wrote
for
a
so
line.
long.
I wrote a line yesterday in a song. Blake was like, "Yeah, I don't like that line. I think it's cheesy." And I was like, "Okay," and just moved on. But a lot of people would like just I don't know get butthurt about
Passively
that. I
just
guess.
kind of put it
yeah,
off.
yeah. Not getting butt hurt is crucial to maintaining good band relations.
Band composure.
Well, you know what? Speaking of songs, on Wednesday, July 8th, y'all released y'all's first song, I'm Not Over You, on Spotify, Apple Music, and really anywhere that people can stream music. So I want to ask y'all, how has this journey been from, the beginning, like writing this song, to now that it's streaming everywhere?
So from the beginning of where we wrote
the
the song,
beginning.
Seems
It
like
was during quarantine.
How
were
has
in the
this journey
kiln.
been?
We were in the kiln.
what is the kiln?
For those who don't know the kiln, we're gonna. You know what we should do? We should make a Webster's dictionary little picture and just throw it up every podcast and be like,
Ooh,
Urban Dictionary, too.
"Brought to you by the kiln." That would be funny.
it's a good idea, actually.
Can you put stuff in Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Dude, we should write ourselves a Wikipedia page.
All right.
We should do that.
let's do it.
And then we'll put the kiln in there.
Do it.
All right, bet. That's the next project.
It's the studio here where we film our podcast. Eric and Cole's house. They have a separate room. That's our little studio where we do a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of work.
just for like music stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But-
okay. So we were in the kiln. Blake had a riff. We get sidetracked so much. Blake had a riff that he had. Generally, the funny part about how when me and him write, a lot of the time, he'll write a chord progression. I don't know, not even a chord progression. Sometimes he'll just have a riff, and then he'll have like a title in mind usually. And he'll come up to me and be like, "Hey, I've got this riff. I want the song to be called blank." And so, he started playing this little da na 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 na, and I started kind of thinking, and I was like, that kind of sounds like over you, and that's where the main riff of the chorus came from. And we pretty much just built the song around from there. I had actually the first verse of the song used to be in another song that I had written.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So I just stole it.
Yeah.
From the other song
Yeah.
because that song was bad. I think that was the song where I
That was the
copied
Zac Brown Band song.
Yeah,
Zac Brown
I
Band.
accidentally copied the "Win" by Zac Brown
Yes.
Band one time, and I didn't know it until I went to record. And Cade was like, "Dude, that's the "Win" by Zac Brown Band." I was like, "No, it's not." And then he played it back alongside the "Wind," and I was like, "Damn, that is the "Win" by Zac Brown Band." So I took the verse off of that song. The "Give it up, it's time to make amends with all your friends" came from that. But the second verse, let's see, we wrote those two. I think that melody came pretty quickly, the first verse melody.
So,
right?
yeah, we were sitting around, and we had figured out the chorus by that point.
This is all in one sitting. Too,
yeah.
right? Yeah. This was at
And
one time.
he stole that first verse from the other song, and so we had kind of the first half of the song worked out, and then Eric goes, "All right, hold on 1 second," and he gets his notepad. He just starts writing so hard. He smoke is coming off the paper. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna step back and just let him do his thing.
I warned him because I usually am the adventurous one of the group when it comes to like doing the music. Like if I want something to be weird, I'm like, okay, guys, open mind here, but blank. And so this time was the first time we were kind of venturing into maybe putting a little bit of flow in the song. And so, like he said, I just started. I like to write
Just
when
out
I
of
do
nowhere.
lyrics. Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. I'd never seen that before. And he
Yeah, I did.
writes
That
this
was cool.
rap.
Yeah,
and
I
he's
did.
like, all right, check this out. And we played it. I'm like, sick. I love that.
yeah.
Maybe it's the first time we ever put like a rap. in
Yeah,
a song.
for
Yeah,
sure.
that was the only time we tried it. But now I'm trying it in other songs too. This latest song we've been working on called Mine, I put something like that in there. You gotta have a little bit of flow, man.
Yeah.
Gotta hit it with that sauce.
Yeah.
Can't stick to singing all the time. Especially, I think the like idea first sparked from being able to do that kind of stuff in our songs when we started doing the 21 Pilot stuff live. Because like you remember the first time we covered Ride and everything
Right,
like that.
okay,
It's
yeah,
got
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's got those raps in it. 21 Pilots has that, and they're a heavy influence of mine. I love 21 Pilots, and so I like to take their stuff and work with it sometimes. But we were doing this cover, and I started rapping the thing in Ride. Everyone's like, "Dang, I didn't know you could rap like that. I didn't know you could do that." Because it's kind of fast, I guess. I don't know, but
No big deal. I'm just
Kind of
but
brush it
for
off
real,
the
it's
shoulder.
not as fast as Heavy Dirty Soul. That one was tough.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's kind of where that influence came from. So after we had those two, that was pretty much it.
Yeah. And we were like, we don't know how to write bridges very well. So we just made an instrumental that can just headbang. That's about it for that. But yeah, I
remember
mean,
where I got
it
the
was
idea.
honestly, that was a really quick process for that song. Like,
That's how the best ones are, though.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, we just kind of had the feeling, and we knew what the song was going to be about. That's usually the hardest part is keeping everything like coherent through the song on one subject. But we knew what the song was going to be about. We knew we wanted to keep it lighthearted and fun, and so it pretty much wrote itself from there. I mean, there's a couple of decisions to make, but after a certain point, when you've had these things figured out, you can just kind of keep riding that train, and the song will kind of come together
it really
itself.
did. It really did. Yeah. But yeah, it was just a simple process all in all. I mean, compared to a lot of these other songs we've worked on.
Yeah, it's got a lot less production in it than some of the new stuff
Yeah.
we've been working on.
And now it's streaming everywhere,
Yup.
which is
Now it's out there.
awesome.
Yeah,
Super cool.
So, are y'all gonna be doing a music video to this song? Has that been?
it's been
something-
talked about.
It's been talked about for sure.
I think we should at some point.
We've recently had somebody that we used to go to school with reach out, and he does a lot with film.
he
I don't
he
know.
graduated in film. At,
Did he?
At Alabama, yeah.
okay.
Which is, Alabama. But like, I've seen his work, and it's really great work. But right now, the band's a bit low on funds due to no gigging.
yeah.
We got to get some gigs rolling again here soon. But, I'd love to for sure.
That'd be really awesome.
I texted him back, so we'll see what he says.
Nice.
But yeah, we are planning on doing a music video. It just depends on how involved we feel like getting with it.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can either do like a kind of a like a cinematic video to where you're doing a bunch of different situations, or you can just kind of do a video of us like the recording and us playing the song. I mean, it depends on what we want to do with it. But if we bring him in, he'll probably want to do some cinema and stuff like that. I think that would be fun. We
That
should
would be
Yeah,
great,
I would
yeah.
like to do something interesting. I mean,
If
there's a
anything, I
million-
just want the experience of it. That'd
Yeah.
be really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we hit one milestone with the song on the radio, so we might as well
Let's keep going.
make our music video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely. That'd be really cool.
So
I think
to
a
answer
lot
your
of
question,
people. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I think a lot of people would find that really interesting and like really intriguing.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people would be really excited about that. Now that, a lot of people's heard y'all's song. Which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, though, to think about that. Like, anybody can listen to our song right now.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That is. We've been working for this whole time.
Well, I have a fan question.
Mm-hmm.
Not from me, but somebody wanted me to ask you this question. So, are y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
If each of you could choose to have your music on any movie soundtrack, what would it be and why?
What a question.
Oh,
Wow.
dang.
Any movie
On the
soundtrack.
spot.
And why? That's the important part.
I think of what it would fit
I want it
with.
to be on an epic fight scene in a big Marvel movie.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, I was thinking the
That'd
same
be
thing.
really cool.
Yeah, I want when everybody drops and like Thor's about to yeet on some dudes, like
Yeah.
like in the last
Yes.
Avengers when Thor just
Yeah.
like pops out of the sky and is just about to own it.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
Yeah.
the first thing my mind went to as
Dude,
well.
Thor pops up and it's just like, I'm not over. Dude destroys all
That
those
would,
aliens.
that would be sick.
That's what I want, dude. Yeah.
Or like a lightsaber duel in Star Wars. I
Oh
don't
man, that'd be funny.
What about you, Kay? What do you want?
I don't know. Maybe something like, okay, well, Baby Driver had all that music in it. That's like radio music that was on
yeah.
there. So it could maybe be something like that. And you can have, they did the, it was a little bit
Kate wants to be
overplayed.
on Fast and the Furious.
But they did definitely not that. But they did like
what he wants.
the beats, the gunshots and everything.
Dude, Fast
So-
and the Furious 18. We're gunning for you. That's what we're coming for.
18, bro.
18, yeah.
Golly. Marvel movie and Fast and the Furious and Baby Driver.
I'm good
Heck
with that.
yes. I would literally skip to that portion of that movie just to watch.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
That'd be that'd just be
Highlight
so
of the
great.
movie.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
That's a cool question. I like that.
That was a good question. I've never thought about that before.
I will let my friend know.
Yeah, and if she's got any plugs in Marvel, tell her to let them know. And
Yeah, hit us up.
Well, one of the last questions that I have is actually about the podcast itself.
Yeah.
It's called After the Set.
Uh-huh.
I want to kind of base on that and start digging into that. Like, where did the idea for this podcast come from?
Well, basically during quarantine we couldn't gig.
Okay.
Everywhere was shut down. I was sitting at home really bored, and I was like, you know what? Podcasts are like huge right now. Like everybody's doing a podcast. We can't gig. I'm like, guys, let's start a podcast. We have
Yeah.
we have most of the gear already. A lot of this, mics and stuff like that. Let's just start it and see what happens.
I was skeptical at first because, I didn't know what we were going to talk about. I didn't realize we could
Well,
talk
see,
this
I
much.
knew like how well we could just BS a conversation together. Like,
Yeah, he first texted me that, and I was like, I was kind of shaky on it at first, but we've been together for so long that I
Right.
trust him, so I was just like, yeah, cool, all right, I'll do it. Like, I wasn't gonna go set it up or anything like that because I was already doing everything else
Yeah.
with the management and everything like that, and I didn't have time to really work on it. But I was like, if you can figure out the logistics of it and everything, I mean, by all means, let's do it. And I'll sit down for an hour and talk with y'all. So, so that's kind of where we started with it, and then me and him started brainstorming names.
a lot of names were taken. I found that out
Really?
quickly. There's a lot of podcasts out there, but after the set, it was just I had in mind after you get off stage, like what are you doing? We're just hanging out.
Yeah,
So,
kind
you
of like
know.
a green room vibe,
Right.
You know what a
we're
green
just,
room is like.
Yeah.
After
Okay.
we get off the stage, we're just hanging out. So might as well, why not film that? I feel like it could be entertaining. So here we are now.
I mean, I'm entertained when I watch the podcast.
I know
so-
I am too. I chuckle, but I also thought maybe this could be an outlet to talk to other local musicians that are
Yeah,
in
that's
bands
my
and
favorite
stuff
part
like
about
that.
it is being able
really-
to talk to these other bands because we've had a few other bands that are wanting to kind of come on and start talking with
Yeah.
us. And then we're able to bring all of our people behind the scenes that work with us out to talk because you hear me talk all the time because I'm the lead singer, so I'll be up there singing and I talk to the crowd and everything when I can. And you don't Blake will talk a little bit too, but you don't hear a whole lot of Cole and Cade there.
Yeah.
So I'm used to all that, but I like the fact that it brings everybody we work with
Right.
up. We'll have our manager come on the podcast. We have our live sound producer came on to talk about kind of how he works with us.
We have a lot of people. You don't realize how many people you work with and you
Yeah,
do
we have
stuff.
so many people
That
Yeah,
are
we
like
do
a
stuff
part
with
of
them all
running
the time.
from, but not on stage with us.
Oh
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're with us right here.
yes, they are.
I think it's a really great platform for not
Yeah.
just for y'all, but for others. And I love that y'all are doing this. I think it's a really good idea. And you don't really see this anywhere. I know in Charles,
Yeah, I don't
we
know.
don't have this.
I don't know any other bands that are doing podcasts.
I don't
Do
either.
you?
Yeah, I was thinking I couldn't think of any local bands that did anything
Yeah,
like
so
this.
that's really
I
unique.
thought maybe this is like a good place for us to be while we can't gig. And turns out I think we were right.
Yeah, and we'll just keep
Yeah.
doing it while we can gig too. I mean, we only release every 2 weeks, so it's not
Right.
too
Right. I would
stressful.
love to keep this going once everything's
we're
honestly,
gonna-
I was gonna
honestly,
ask
it's just been
after-
fun.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
absolutely.
keep it going.
Good.
Yeah, for
Good.
sure. This is one of the main things we do now. I mean, besides writing music and stuff like that, this is one of the main pieces of content that we use. So yeah, we'll definitely keep doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Good. So, as we're kind of closing up, I guess, what can be expected next from Running From? Are there any new
EP.
music, an EP, live
So-
kids? What's going on?
Probably we'll do 1 or 2 more singles, maybe one more single, and then an EP.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good move. We definitely got some stuff in the works. We definitely got some good songs coming.
We
up.
have a list of songs that we have that we're working on kind of simultaneously with each
that's
other.
exciting.
Because I mean, we'd like to finish them like one at a time, but you just get tired, and artistically you can't just sit there and like zone in on one song for that long, or you're gonna lose it. So we kind of have 6, 7 songs that we're working on right now. I would say
Something like that.
Oh, nice.
And they're pretty diverse.
They really are.
That's
They're not
really
all one
exciting.
sound. That's for sure.
They
They're
are not
different.
the sound of "I'm Not Over You." That's for sure.
Oh, okay. But you know what? That's
We have one more song I think that sounds kind of like that. "Staring at the Sun" is kind
Yeah.
of that's
You know,
that
but
style.
we didn't want to just get stuck in that same genre hole.
No.
We
Right.
wanted to branch out. You know, do some more production techniques and
diverse.
stuff like
I
that.
like
before,
that,
before we
though.
put the heat on them.
Yeah, we got to make sure the world's ready.
"I'm Not Over You" was a good introduction for us as a
Yeah.
band.
That's
But we're
awesome.
quickly planning on,
Branching out.
but more like
doing the hand thing.
using more modern production, like subs and stuff,
Right.
And synths, and like we'll put some of that stuff in there. This one was like a at the soul like rock song, like
Yeah.
Something that we
had
just want to
electric
play
guitars.
live
Yeah,
somewhere.
we had electric guitars, bass, vocals, drums. That's it. There's nothing else in that song. This new stuff we're bringing in synths. We're bringing in sub basses. We're bringing in some 808s.
Some weird background noises.
Weird background noises. Lots of me. The weird background noises is usually me just like screaming into the mic or something like that. But then I can modulate it so much and do different things with it to make it sound interesting. And so yeah, I mean we're quickly planning on branching off of just a strict rock song.
That's really exciting.
So that's why, like in that bio that you read, I talked about fusing 2 different genres. Because I mean, what we like to talk about now too is genres really aren't a thing anymore. Like there's not. I mean, rap most of the time they're singing, so it's a combo of pop, rap. You got pop rock now, which is kind of what we identify as, I guess, like alternative pop rock.
Something like that. Croc punk.
Croc punk. Croc punk is the official name for it, but
Nice.
But I mean, there's no real genres anymore. And so we're kind of leaning into that. And there's not a whole lot of people that are pushing like 90s rock anymore or anything
Right.
like that. And so that's kind of where we're going to hop in and just do our little thing. And
Well, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
When do you think people can expect that to start coming out? Is there a timeline? Anything y'all can say?
you're asking questions we haven't talked about yet.
Oh, that's okay then.
I don't
No,
think it's
no.
going to be too terribly long until
No,
the next song.
no. We're
No.
planning
Nice.
on, once my thing I'm really big on is consistency. And I
Yes.
feel like to build anything, you have to be consistent. No
Right.
matter what I don't care what it is, you have to be consistent no matter what. Because there's plenty of people with good ideas that will do it once and
Give up.
maybe they don't see the result
Yeah.
they wanted or what, but you have to have consistency if you want to keep going in anything.
Yeah, you have to build momentum too.
Which is why we started doing the podcast. Every 2 weeks on Friday, we drop this podcast. I don't care, rain, snow, whatever. We're
Sleet or
dropping
hail.
a podcast on Friday.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be at 12 p.m., but we're a little
Fashionably late.
We're fashionably late with that. I don't think anybody's sitting at their computer staring, waiting on the
Dude,
podcast.
uploading
to be
takes
released.
forever. Dude. It's
It's
brutal.
It does.
But my point being, once we set a time frame for when our song is going to be released, we'll most likely release music.
Okay.
Pretty close to that time frame all the time. Whether that be 2-3 months, I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of
Something that people are definitely going to be looking forward to.
yeah, for sure.
And so let's just kind of touch base and figure out where people can find you guys. You're on Spotify, you're on Apple Music, you're on YouTube also. Tell me a little bit, very briefly, about your YouTube channel. What's
Okay.
all on there?
It's mostly podcast stuff right now.
There's a few old clips of us playing covers at our favorite spot, Dead Poet.
We also have there's one music video of an original song.
Right.
On
Okay.
there. I
That's
think there's only
right,
one.
yeah.
Good enough, right? Isn't
Yeah,
that the one?
yeah.
Yeah.
And Swallow My Pride is on there.
Yes.
Kind of.
Well, a home
That was more
home
of a bedroom.
version.
That was more of a bedroom
But
recording.
I think at some point we talked about doing like goofy little like
That's
running
what I was about to
from.
start doing. We're
It's
gonna
like
start
skits.
doing Yeah, it's just little things like we're gonna do.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Running from hits the outdoors or something
Yeah,
like
and
that.
we'll all be in our Crocs and grilling and stuff.
Yes.
And we'll do an after the set episode outside while we're grilling or something. We'll do some fun
That's
stuff like that.
perfect.
And we'll actually bring in a
Film stuff.
person that does the video. What am I called? Videographer. That's what I'm looking for. We'll bring in a videographer to do that. But
Nice. Okay.
There's clips from us playing shows up on YouTube. And exciting piece of news. I'm putting together a video of us actually writing "I'm Not Over You" because
That's right.
Oh, yeah, the
I
making
took
of.
right.
videos.
so cool.
I kept taking videos of when we were recording stuff. Like I have a long thing of
Yeah.
Cade recording the drums for the song. I have a long stint of Blake.
He's like, I'm not
You're
too
gonna
sure
get to
about
see
that.
Cade bloopers.
Yeah.
Cade bloopers.
Plenty of them.
Yeah. So we're gonna release it. We're gonna try and release these for pretty much every song we write. Some of the songs I don't have any raw footage for that we've started, but
It's all right.
yeah, maybe I'll catch it when we go to record it the second time.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time we'll record almost an entire song here in the kiln, but then we'll take it to a separate producer because I'm just not as experienced as other people are at producing vocals, and we'll use a lot of the sounds that I have in here because I want them a specific way, and I work for like hours to put them that way. But as far as actually mixing everything and mastering it and then doing the live music production, I'm not as experienced in that area, and so we'll bring that outside for other people to do. Anyway.
Right.
Point being, I try and film as much as I can so we can start making these making of videos and you can kind of see the behind the scenes of us actually writing the music.
And I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for some Cade bloopers. That's gonna be funny.
There's not really any. I hate to disappoint you. But it's pretty much
Dang.
like
It's just Cade playing it flawlessly in one take.
Dude, literally,
Never
he would play through. We were watching him record this. We were like, I don't know. We probably sat there for like an hour or
Yeah,
two,
it was
something
an hour
like
to
that.
record, an hour to edit. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we were sitting there, and like, Cade would play like a perfect run, right? And I'm like, dang, that was cool. And Cade was like, I don't really like it.
Do it again.
Run it
Run it
back.
again. Run it again.
And so, but Cade's also the most talented out of all of us, so he's got the best ear, so he can tell when things are wrong. We really don't know when things are wrong and when they're not.
John
we're
too.
just-
John's really good about it.
Oh yeah, John
Yeah.
John knows too. But yeah, John would be like, Cade, was that good? And Cade's like, nah, run it back.
Well, where can people find y'all on social media?
Instagram mainly.
Yeah.
And
At
we're on
Running From
Facebook
Band.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're mostly active on Instagram.
Okay.
We post on Instagram. We try and post every day on Instagram, so we'll be on there. And then we got Facebook and Twitter, but we don't really do anything on the Twitter, so don't follow us. Well, follow us on it. If you follow us on it, we'll start to post more on there. But Instagram takes so much time to where
Right.
it's pretty much on there. And then
Yeah.
Facebook's easy because everything we put on Instagram, we just can automatically like put it on Facebook.
Yeah.
We don't even have to touch it. So I would say the main sources would be Instagram and YouTube would be the best places to see us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's all I have.
I mean, yeah, we can wrap up if you like.
Do you want to plug kind of your website and talk about why you're here and who you are?
Do your thing. Plug your stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, funny about that. I'm actually going through like renovations with it right now. I say renovations. I'm upgrading it a little bit. I did some this morning. I did some website upgrades. So whenever I created the LC, I really wanted it to be an acronym, stating it's for something really important, but I couldn't figure out what LC would stand for. I was like, okay, local something, not just Lake Charles, because, you can't do that. But I was talking with my friend, and I was telling her about this, and she was like, local creatives. I was like, you know what? That is perfect. We're going to use that. I'm
good.
going to trademark that. Probably not trademark it. It is expensive.
You should trademark it.
Nah,
Trademark.
yeah,
Put your
trademark
stamp on it. Put your
But
name
so
down.
all this morning, I was really working on it. But yeah, originally I was really focused in Lake Charles. Like, okay, I want these local artists, local business owners. I want them to be known because a lot of people, you don't hear a lot about them and
Yeah.
all the hard work and dedication that they put into their businesses or their songs or their music, whatever it may be. And so I really focused mainly on the local like downtown area of Lake Charles, and I'm expanding now because I'm growing a little bit, and so I'm really excited. And now I'm really focusing on Louisiana itself.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And yeah, I'm ready to travel. Travel. It's Louisiana. We're not that big, but and especially after Corona, because it's really limited right now. But I'm really hoping to be able to expand a little bit more, get different areas around Louisiana, get different people. And so
Yeah.
I was really excited to come to Baton Rouge and interview y'all and then another artist. And so I'm really excited to see where it's going to go.
You definitely should try and get into Lafayette too.
Definitely.
Lafayette's so cool.
Yes.
We're trying to
Yeah.
start gigging out there. We just met a few people out there, and our manager has ties out there too. So we're gonna try and get out there. But Lafayette's super cool. But I'm glad to have connections outside of BR now because we run on Lake Charles. We have some
Yeah.
Lafayette connections coming in. That'll be cool to get around. We need to find somebody in New Orleans, dude. We don't.
Yeah, this.
Do you know anybody down there? I mean, like.
No.
Oh well.
I mean, I know my way around, but I don't know a lot
So
of
do
people
you
down
know
there.
like what places like we can play down there? Like the scene a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good because that's my main problem is like I don't even know where to look when I'm going down there.
It's mostly jazz stuff. It's mostly
Yeah,
jazz
I
stuff.
know.
I'll tell you
It's-
that.
Yeah, it's hard for a rock band to go down there, but I'm
I
sure
mean,
we
all
can
we
find
gotta do is write some jazz.
somewhere.
All we gotta do is write some jazz music.
Well,
Just
No
become a
problem, dude.
jazz band.
no problem.
if y'all ever wanted to come to Lake Charles, I know a lot of people.
Well,
that
we
would,
definitely want to come. to
Good,
the
good.
show.
I know a lot of
Absolutely.
people that would love to have y'all.
Go
I've
ahead and take
actually
that
been
if out of
talking
there.
y'all up to both of my friends.
Awesome.
Because
Heck
they're
yeah.
both dating agents and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we
Of course.
appreciate you for coming
Fantastic.
down,
that's
man.
my job. Air quotations around job. It's what I fill my life with every single day, 24/7. So
Nice.
Counts. That counts as a
No,
job.
we're about it, man. We love it. We love it. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot what I was gonna say. So.
oh, that's okay.
All right. Well, all right. Yeah. I guess we're good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think so.
Elizabeth, we really appreciate you coming.
Yep.
Yeah, thank
y'all
you for
for
coming
Any
out
other
having
here.
time, any other time you want to be on the pod, hit us up, and
Definitely.
we're definitely down. Crocs, we love you. We're there for you. We're gonna keep
coming.
supporting you day in, day out. I know you don't notice us right now, but we're persistent.
Can't hold us back.
Yeah, I'm persistent. All right. Well, that aside, this has been After the Set with Running From and Elizabeth. Go check out her website when she gets that all worked out. And but yeah, what is your website when you get it worked out?
It's actually up right now. It was just a
Okay.
few little details that I had to fix up, but it is the downtownlc.com.
All right, cool. We'll put it up here, and y'all will be
Okay,
able to see
cool.
everything. We'll plug you and everything. All right. Well, yeah, it's been After the Set with Running From. We appreciate y'all for sticking around, and we'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Hello, everyone.
And welcome to After the Set.
You what?
We're tag teaming.
All right, cool.
I thought you were gonna catch my drift, dude. We've been together longer than
I
that.
got you now, bro.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
What? Why are you? Are you asking a question?
Hello, everyone.